It's taking so much time. Okay, good morning and welcome back to the class. We are continuing with our chapter on practical geometry. We have the last two constructions to be done. One is that of a square and the other one is a rhombus, which are two special varieties of quadrilaterals that we shall be doing. Now I'm going to take up the square first because it is having a simpler way of constructing as compared to the rhombus. Because in the case of the rhombus, I'm going to construct the rhombus not with its side, but two of its diagonals given to me. So that involves a little more complexity. So I will start with a square, complete the construction of a square, and then shift to the construction of the rhombus. So we will take up the first one, that is the square. So I hope this is activity 9 for you. So let me get back to the board and show you what you have to write first on the ruled side. Okay, I hope you're seeing the board behind me. Can you see the board behind me?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is your activity 9. I have already written it and get it ready. You can take down the title of practical geometry. The objective is to construct a square and its size is given. Only one side is given. What to do? With that, do you think you will be able to construct the square? Do you think the square can be constructed when only one of its side is given?
Yes, ma'am. We
Yes,
can
ma'am.
construct because all the
Because
sides
all
and
sides
diagonals,
are actually
everything is
equal.
equal.
Given one side, all the sides in a square are equal. So it means that all the four sides are given to me. Even when I say one side,
Yes, ma'am. And even the
all the
ma'am,
sides
the
are
diagonals are also equal. The angles are also equal.
yes. The second property that we shall use is all the angles in the square are equal to 90 degrees. Right? So that is another property that I'm going to use in my construction. So the objective is to construct a square and one of its sides is given. Though only one side is given, all the four sides are going to be the same and all the four angles are 90 degrees each. And the third one, the material required, you can write down the geometrical instrument, ruler and the pen. Alright, so because this is getting recorded, maybe you can write it down visually later on. Now I am talking about my left hand side, where you have to write down the question and draw the rough diagram. So let me come back to the question. So the question says, I have to construct a square REAB. Construct square REAB, where one of its sides, that is RE, is given to be 5.1 centimeters. So this is the question given to me. I have to construct a square READ whose edge or one of the sides is given to be 5.1 centimeters. So once you write the question on the right hand side corner, you can draw the rough sketch and then we will start with the construction. Okay, don't be in a hurry to make it very untidy and all. So see that you write it down neatly, maybe later on also, but try to understand the construction. So now I'm going to share my screen. Where I will take you through the steps of the construction. I hope my screen is visible to you. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So can we start with the construction? I hope the rough sketch is ready. It will guide you through the steps. Because all the sides are 5.1 centimeters each, we will start with one of the side as the base. We will take RE as the base. Alright? So let's start with the construction. The first step, you will draw a line segment RE equal to 5.1 centimeters. So take your scale and draw RE equals 5.1 centimeters. So this is the first step that you have to do. What do you think will be the second step? I need some guiding lines. And how am I going to get those guiding lines? What are the two angles at R and E? What are the two angles formed at R and E if RE is
Ma'am, 90 degrees.
Ma'am, 90 degree.
at both R
Ma'am,
and
90 degree.
E, you need to construct 90 degrees each. So if you know how to construct a 90 degrees with a compass, go ahead. Otherwise, take your protractor, keep it at R, mark the 90 degrees, construct the 90 degrees ray, and again keep the protractor at E, mark 90 degrees and draw the ray. So the two rays making 90 degrees each at R and E should be ready. Do it by looking at
Ma'am, in the exam, you should use the protractor or only compass we have to
If you
use.
know how to construct a 90 degrees with your compass, please go ahead. I think I told this to you yesterday also. You can do it neatly and you know the exact procedure of constructing a 90 degrees using your compass, well and good. Otherwise, take your protractor, mark the 90 degrees. It is shown to you here, the 90 degrees. The same thing you have to do at E also. Mark the 90 degrees and draw the ray as Rx and EY. So these two rays should be ready. I hope you are understanding how to do it. Keep your protractor at R and mark 90 degrees and draw the ray Rx. Then shift your protractor to the vertex E. Mark the 90 degrees, remove the protractor and join that point to your E and extend the ray so that it is named EY. So both the rays are ready now. Even if you are a little slow, don't worry. Anyway, the recording will be sent. Okay, what do you think is the next step? You know that other three sides are also 5.1 centimeters in length. So you have to locate a point from R, which is at a distance of 5.1 centimeters from R. So both the points, that is the other two vertices, B and A, both of them are at a distance of 5.1 centimeters from R and E respectively. Alright. So what you have to do is take your compass and take a radius of 5.1 centimeters in it. Keep it at R and cut the arc. That is exactly what is happening here. Can you see the step at R? You have taken a radius of 5.1 centimeters in your compass and you have cut the arc. So with R as center and radius 5.1 centimeters, cut an arc to intersect the ray Rx at D. Because from R to D, the distance is 5.1 centimeters. From your rough diagram, you should be able to see that. Can you guess what will be the next step?
Ma'am, with E as center, we should cut an arc of 5.1 centimeters.
The same thing you have to do from point E. So with E as center and radius 5.1 centimeters, cut an arc intersecting the ray EY at A. So same thing will happen there also. So first the arc is cut and the point of intersection is marked as B. Now again, come back to the point E. With E as center and the same radius 5.1 centimeters, cut the arc intersecting EY at A. So these 2 points you have got. That is B and A. Are they ready? So what do you think is the last step that you have to do to complete the square?
Ma'am, we should
We
join
should join
D
D and A.
Yes. Join B and A and hence your square REAB will be ready. The next step, let's take your scale. Join the B and A and hence your square REAB is ready. All the four sides are 5.1 centimeter. You can check. Measure BA and see if it is exactly 5.1 centimeter. Definitely it should be.
Yes, ma'am. My all four sides are 5.1 centimeters.
Good. You can
Me
check.
too.
You can measure and check whether, because all the other three sides you have drawn. BA is the only side you have not drawn according to the length given. If you have taken your angles and your measurement of 5.1 centimeters accurately, definitely your BA will become equal to 5.1 centimeters. So could you complete the square?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. So I think we will get back to the board now to write the steps of construction. Yeah, I will get back to the board now. We have to write the procedure part, that is the steps of construction. So you will be telling me the steps of construction now, which for which you will return to the right hand side. Okay, start procedure.
Ma'am, first step is draw a rough figure of square READ.
Yes. Draw a rough sketch
Of square READ.
REA. Yes, right. Second
And
step.
then draw RE is equal to 5.1 centimeter.
Draw
RE is equal to 5.1
RE
centimeter.
equals 5.1 centimeters. Third step.
And then from construct 90-degree angle on R.
At R, construct
Yes, ma'am.
90 degrees at R and name the base
And RX.
as RX. Alright? So that was your first
Yes,
step. Fourth step.
and then with
Same.
construct 90-degree at E
And name the ray as RY. Sorry, EY.
EY, ma'am.
So construct 90 degrees at E and name the ray as EY. Right? That's the next step.
Ma'am, with R as
R
center
as
and
center
radius
5.1 centimeter.
cut an arc.
Cut an arc to intersect RX at D, ma'am.
At D. Okay,
D.
good. So, with R as center and radius.
5.1 centimeter.
Now, I'm just seeing if I'm written the cover of the board. Radius 5.1 centimeter. Cut an arc to intersect RX at D. Then, next step.
Ma'am, then
Ma'am,
with
with
E as
E
center
as
and
center and
radius
radius
plus
5.1
5.1
centimeter.
Cut an arc to intersect EY at A.
A.
And radius 5.1 centimeters. Cut an arc to intersect EY at A. What's the last step? Join
And then join D
and A.
and A.
Ma'am, join D and A.
So once you join B and A, what is that you're getting? Therefore, R
And therefore, READ is the required quadrilateral.
is the required square. Simple as that. So that's how you write the steps construction. If you're able to write it down, write it. Otherwise, wait for the recording to be shared. Then you can take it down from there. So we will next move on to the rhombus, which will be your activity 10. All right. Yeah, I think I've given you a little time. That should be enough now. We will go back to our rhombus now because rhombus has got some extra steps that you have to do. So it will take a little more time. So can I clear the board now? So we are on activity 10. Again, you have to come to the right hand side where you have to complete the title, the objective, the materials required. So this will be activity 10. The title again is going to be the practical geometry. The objective my objective is to construct a rhombus when two of its diagonals are given. To construct a rhombus when two of its diagonals are given. Then the material is required. It will be a musical instrument. A ruler. Right? So we will take up our rhombus now. So you have to come back to your left hand side where you will take down the question. By the time let me draw the rough sketch there. The rhombus I am given as PQRS. So the rough sketch has to be drawn on the left hand side. I need the board to write the question. So I am waiting for you to complete writing and hence I am drawing the rough sketch. To make it look like a rhombus, PQRS. Now in this rhombus, the sides are not given to me, the diagonals are given. So I require to show the diagonals also in my rough sketch. I'm deliberately drawing it as dotted lines to show that those are the two diagonals given to me. The two diagonals of measurement, PR is given as 5.2. So PR is 5.2 centimeters and QS is 6.1. I'll tell you together. If you want to put a bracket also, write the problem. 6.4 is PS and 5.2 is PR. So QS and PR are given. Alright, now I come back to the unruled side. There I write down the question on the top. The question is, you have to construct a rhombus PQRS where PR is 5.2 centimeters and QS is 6.4 centimeters. So construct a rhombus PQRS where My PR is equal to 5.2 centimeters and my QS is equal to 6.4 centimeters. So, since the question is written on the right side corner, you can draw the rough sketch and hence we will start the construction. Now, before I take up the construction, there are certain properties of rhombus that we should be able to recall, which we shall use to construct the rhombus. Now, the difficulty to start is I don't have the side itself given. Then how will I start? From where will I start? Diagonals ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಳಗಿರೋದಲ್ವಾ? How will I start to construct a rhombus without the side itself?
When two diagonals are given, we can join the diagonals, join the points.
Points, which points?
Here S, we can join SP and PQ. It will be given as SQ and PR will be given to us. We can join SP, PQ.
So where do you start from, you tell me? I don't have the side given.
We need the diagonal.
Which one will I take as the base?
Ma'am, PR.
Ma'am, PR.
Yes. You will start constructing from PR itself because that is one side which is.
Ma'am, we can divide it by 2 and we can draw the QS which can bisect each other.
Why should it bisect each other? Why should QS and PR bisect each other? Is there any necessity? Yes, because of the property of the rhombus. We know in a rhombus that diagonals are going to bisect each other at 90 degrees. Very, very special property of a rhombus. They will bisect each other also and they will be making an angle of 90 degrees also with each other. This is a very important property that we know for a rhombus. The diagonals will bisect each other at 90 degrees. That means the angle formed between these diagonals will definitely be equal to 90 degrees and they will be bisecting each other. PR will bisect SQ and SQ will bisect PR. Unless PR will cut SQ into 2 equal parts and SQ will cut PR into 2 equal parts. So these are the two major properties that we shall be using to construct the rhombus. So what we are going to do, I will quickly tell you roughly first. Listen to me carefully.
Ma'am, here, it is given as 5.2. We can divide it by 2, ma'am. When it is given as 3 centimeter or 3.1, how can we divide by 2?
That is why I am going to show you how it is to be divided. We are not going to start measuring on the scale. There is something called perpendicular bisector. If a line segment is given, you are already taught how to construct a perpendicular bisector for a line segment. I think class 7 you must have done this. Suppose I have a line segment PR. Okay, I have this line segment PR whose length is 5.2 centimeters. Now when I want to bisect this, I'm not going to keep my scale here and measure where is half of 5.2. Half of 5.2, how much should it be? What is half of 5.2? Divide 5.2 with 3 and 2 and tell me. Sorry, it is taking so much time.
Ma'am, 2.6.
2.6. So we are not going to keep our scale and find out where is 2.6. That's not the way we are going to do. We have something called the perpendicular bisector, which will automatically divide a given line segment into 2 equal halves. Other three obviously it can be 3.1, it can be 10.5, it can be 12.6. Any line segment is given. How will you construct the perpendicular bisector? Last year you have done this, don't tell me you don't know. Perpendicular bisector ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? What happened? Did not learn anything last year. Very good. Okay, PR is the segment I need to bisect. So I have to use my compass to construct the perpendicular bisector. I'll show it to you in that. Now I'm just telling you. Keep your compass at P and pull it almost near to R. Cut an arc above and one below. Then shift your compass to R with the same radius, you will construct two more arcs. The point of intersection of the two arcs, when you join them, automatically that segment will bisect your PR. That is what you mean by a perpendicular bisector. So I will be using a perpendicular bisector to bisect PR. Then, what will I do after that? Perpendicular bisector under and O figure set. This is the point of intersection. That means PO and OR figure set. How will I get this SQ? SNQ. I already told you that the two diagonals are bisecting each other. So already my perpendicular bisector for PR.
Intersecting points will become S and Q.
What is the distance between SO and OQ? Can you tell me? What is the distance between O and S and O and Q? The whole length SQ is 6.4 centimeters. If O is bisecting SQ, what is the length SO and OQ?
3.2.
Yes, they will be 3.2 centimeters each. Because O is bisecting SQ. Bisecting a set of two equal parts model. So 6.4 and 2 parts are added under 3.2, 3.2 others. So you already have your O here. The perpendicular bisector is drawn. Like this, you have two arcs and you join them, your O is there. So with O as center and radius 3.2 centimeters, you will cut an arc. So again with O as center, you will cut an arc here 3.2 centimeters. So that will be your S and this will be your Q. Then you will join the SES, SR, RQ and PQ. Your numbers will be ready. You understood how to do it? First, you will start with PR. Use the perpendicular bisector to get the point O, which is the middle of PR. So you got PO and OR as 2.6 and 2.6. Then with O as center and radius 3.2 centimeters, cut this perpendicular bisector at S and Q. Alright, so once you got your S and Q, join all the four vertices, your rhombus will be ready. So this is exactly what I'm going to show you in the app. So get ready with your compass and the ruler. We will start. Let me share my screen. Okay, so this is my app where I'm going to show you that instruction. So I hope my screen is visible to you. Yeah, shall we start? So the first step, you are going to draw the line segment PR of length. Okay, I think I have named it as AB here. Sorry, never mind. You write it as PR only. I would have labeled it differently. Actually, what you're drawing is PR. Don't write it as AC. That will be equal to, here it is showing 6 centimeters, but probably it was 5.2 centimeters. Can we change it there in the question itself so it is easy for you to follow? Can I do it? Would that be alright?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll come back to the board. Just give me 1 minute because it will misguide you otherwise. You may be thinking why she is drawing 6 centimeters. Because there I have taken a different thing. Yeah, let me come back here. Are you seeing the board behind me? Yeah, we will change it as ABCD only. Sorry. Because anyway, you're going to pencil only, just change it. Let us not follow PQRS. Yeah. Consider rhombus ABCD. There, your AC is 6 centimeters. Okay, and your BD is 8 centimeters. I hope it is 8 or 1 minute, I can check. Please make the correction there so that we follow the same steps everywhere. Yeah, it is an 8 centimeters only. Correct. Okay, have you made the changes there? This is 6, AC is 6, and your BD is 8. Alright, shall we go on now? So I'll go back to my screen share. Okay, as we saw, AC is the line we are drawing first, whose length is 6 centimeters. Please do it. AC equals 6 centimeters. Second step, what did I tell you? We have to bisect the line segment AC. So what you must do, take your compass, keep it at A, and take a length almost, take it almost near to C. C ಮೇಲೆ ಇಡಬೇಡಿ, C ಗಿಂತ ಒಂಚೂರು ಮುಂದೆ. That means more than half of AC you should take as your radius. So keep your compass at A, and with the radius more than half of AC. You will cut an arc above AC and below AC also. ಮತ್ತೆ radius ಅನ್ನು change ಮಾಡಲೇಬಾರದು, same radius. So the same radius, now you will keep the compass at C and cut arcs above and below. ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೂ radius change ಮಾಡಲೇಬಾರದು. Whatever radius you are taking in the first step at A should be maintained at C also. Are you getting the 2 arcs?
Yes, ma'am. 2 arcs.
Are you getting it?
Oh. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now drawing those 2 points of intersection, there will be 2 points of intersection which you have to mark. The 2 arcs are intersecting, no? Mark those points of intersection. Maybe we will mark it as P and Q.
Ma'am, but when we cut the arc for the BD, it is now it is only 6 centimeter. BD is 8 centimeter, ma'am.
I'm not
Should
going
we
to
extend
take 8 centimeters, no. Wait, nothing to worry. First join the perpendicular bisector and get the point O, where it is intersecting your AC. Till there, have you completed? The point
Yes,
of
ma'am.
intersection should be O. Okay, E. Maybe name it as E here, sorry. Have you got till point E? Perpendicular bisector draw madadmele line anna
Yes, ma'am.
extend ಮಾಡಿ draw ಮಾಡಿ. Can you see even above C the line is extended and below Q also the line is extended because I want a bigger line there. One lengthy line draw ಮಾಡಿ. Okay, now with E as center, what should be the radius I have to take? What is the distance between E and B?
Ma'am, 4 centimeter.
Yes, because the other triangle is 8 alva, so 8 al agda irodu 4. So take a radius of 4 centimeters in your compass, keep it at E, cut arcs above and below. A perpendicular bisector ಮೇಲೆ arc cut ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. The radius is 4 centimeters. Once you have cut the arc, the point of intersection will be B at the bottom and C at the top. I wrote A, B, C, and D. Now all the 4 vertices of the rhombus are ready. Did you get it? What's the last step?
Yes,
that
ma'am.
you have to do?
Is it compulsory that it should come above the arc?
No need. It is not because what
Okay, ma'am.
radius you have taken, it depends on that. For some of you, it may come below P also. That's no problem.
Yes, ma'am. It came for me below P.
Okay, but you should know that you should have taken a 4 centimeters in your compass, nothing less or more than 4. Exactly 4 centimeters is the radius in your compass. Keep it at
Ma'am, it is 4 centimeter only.
For some of you, it would go above P. For some of you, it may be below P. because whatever is the radius you have taken at A, that matters. That you don't worry. That you do not worry about. Okay. Then the next step is very simple. Join all the four vertices AB, BC, BC, and AB. Your rhombus is ready. Now measure all the four sides of the rhombus and tell me what is the length that it is. Measure the sides AB.
All sides are 5 centimeter, ma'am.
AB. Do you think all the four sides should be equal? Do you think all the four sides?
For me, it is ma'am, for me it is 5.5, ma'am, all the sides.
All of you should get the same thing, my dear. We can't be getting two or three different things. If all of us have drawn the same rhombus with the same diagonals,
No, 5.5, ma'am, all sides.
all the sides are 5.5. Somebody else was telling me 5.
Yes, ma'am, I got 5 centimeter.
How can we get two different things?
Ma'am, I also got 5 centimeter. It is exactly 5.
Check your diagonals. It should be 6 and 8. Check your AC and BB. Are they 6 and 8?
Ma'am, it is 6 and 8, ma'am. Ma'am, when we keep the 6 and 8, it is coming 5.
Aditya, please check your diagonals AC and BB. Are they 6 and 8?
Ma'am,
Ma'am, we
AC
can
is 6
ask others
centimeter.
also because
AC should be 6 and BB should be 8. And henceforth your AB, BC, BC and AB should be equal. And how much is that you should tell me.
Okay, ma'am, I think I'll do it again. I think there is some problem.
What is
After
your
the
AC?
class, I'll see the recording and I'll do it once.
Okay. So you must be getting your four sides to be equal to 5 centimeters each. I hope you should be able to complete the construction. I will stop the construction and coming back to the board because we have to write the steps of construction. Quickly.
Ma'am, and BD is also of 8 centimeter only, ma'am. I don't know why it is coming 5.5.
Please check. I don't know why it is gone wrong. Please
Ma'am,
check.
AC and BD both are equal, ma'am.
Bisection you should check also. All the four segments. That is.
ma'am, AC and BD cannot be equal. That is the
I mean,
wrong.
They are 6
they are, AC is of 6 centimeter and BD is of 8 centimeter.
AC and BD should be the same as given, 6 and 8. Please check what went wrong. Okay, now we will quickly write the steps of construction. I know we are overshooting the time, but we have to complete it. We have no other.
Yes, ma'am. Now it is perfect for me. It has come 5 centimeter.
Okay, good. Okay, let us start with the procedure. First step, come on, start saying.
Ma'am, we should draw the
Ma'am, draw rough
rough
sketch
figure of
of
ABCD rhombus.
Draw a rough sketch. Of the rhombus ABCD. Next, draw P.
Ma'am, draw AC equals to 5
And 5 वाला.
ma'am, 6 centimeter.
Check.
Ma'am, construct perpendicular bisector.
You will write draw perpendicular bisector of AC and mark the midpoint of AC as E. So perpendicular bisector draw ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿದೆ middle point ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯೋದು midpoint of AC. So you are marking the midpoint as E. What's the fourth step? With E as center.
Ma'am, with E as center and radius 4 centimeter, cut an arc to intersect E
The
D.
perpendicular bisector. What did you name the perpendicular bisector as? PQ alva. With E as center and radius 4 centimeter, cut an arc to intersect PQ. PQ is the perpendicular bisector. PQ at D and B. ಮೇಲೆ D, ಕೆಳಗೆ B. So you will intersect the PQ, which is the perpendicular bisector at D and P. What's the next step? Join AB,
Join AB, BC, CD, and DA.
and BA. Once you join them, what is ready? Therefore, ABCD is the required rhombus. Got it? Any doubt?
Ma'am, I guess it is BD. You have written as PQ.
Okay, was it BD? I thought we made it PQ. I thought I saw PQ there. Are you sure?
Ma'am, no, ma'am. First you told us it is PQRS, then you told it is ABCD.
No. I'm talking about the perpendicular bisector. I know it is PQ on there.
Perpendicular bisector
Yeah, ma'am.
is
Perpendicular
PQ, ma'am.
bisector is PQ.
That's what I said, the PQ. To intersect PQ at B and B. It's correct or not? Alright, so I think with that our constructions for this year, class 8 is over. We have discussed all the varieties. So we will start with our next chapter, that is data handling.
Data handling.
So you have to be ready with your concept map on data handling. Okay, so that's again a graphical chapter where we have lots and lots of graphs and pie charts to be drawn. So I think
Ma'am, those in the data handling will we do in the classwork or in the record?
No, that I think I let me decide that, but keep graph sheets ready. May not be required tomorrow, but in the subsequent classes we may draw graphs. I may repeat a few bar graphs that you have drawn in class 7, because I know you have drawn bar graphs and double bar graphs in class 7. So 1 or 2 I may make you draw. So first get acquainted with your chapter. Go through the chapter and understand what all is there for you. So that's how you need to create the concept map and be ready so that we can start with our data handling tomorrow. All right?
Ma'am, I
Anything
have
else?
the graph book, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Graph sheets you keep it ready. We will not do it in the graph notebook. We will cut the graph sheets and paste it in our classwork. All
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Because we don't have to maintain a separate graph notebook again for one chapter alone. So get loose graph sheets and keep it ready with you. I hope you understand what is loose graph sheet.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. We'll get one dozen.
Ma'am, can you
Okay.
use these quilling sheets in the graph, because when the double graph is there, we used to color. This quilling sheets also looks a little beautiful when we paste in the graph, ma'am.
We will see. We will decide on that a little later.
Because,
You have
we-
everything ready.
have
As
that
it is
sheet.
required, we will see what is to be done. Quilling sheet width ತುಂಬಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. I think okay, we will see. We'll see how best we can use them. All right. Okay. So I think it is enough for today. I think I'm overshooting the time too much. So we will stop our class here. We will meet tomorrow. Get ready with the concept map on data handling. This video will be shared with you.
Ma'am, tomorrow's class